Hey, before the video starts, I wanted to say that it took me a really long time to edit this video, mainly because I just wasn't sure how in depth I should be for each race. So you'll see when watching, some of the races are edited slightly different ways, and the last 5 races don't really have any commentary or anything at all. So let me know what was most useful to you, and hopefully that can give me a better understanding of what I should be doing in the future. Thanks, and enjoy the video. So race 1, we're here on BC3. My teammate is in second. He is going to have K-Tag on for this GP. So now you guys know. And this track is really easy to catch up on because of, the shortcut and the ultra. So I don't really mind going for high risk plays early on, like that, going for ultra or getting bumped, because, I can always make the time up later. So, after failing cut twice, I'm just going to try and spam my items to catch up. And I don't end up pulling Shock, but I do pull Bill here, which I use because there's no need to be holding Bill like this in last. Especially since someone could have pulled it in 11th by now. So if you notice on the minimap, only like 2 people took cut. So I basically lost no time at all on the leaders. So I have no pressure to take it. After rolling this mega here, my eyes glance over to the minimap to see bottom spots if they're going to be streaming or not, because if you didn't notice, Shock hasn't been used yet. The gap between last set and first set is quite a while, so I just wanted to be safe here and use my dodge, and I didn't want to risk having to be tiny on this long straightaway. At this point, there still hasn't been a Shock, so I'm chaining all of my shrooms to try and get a dodge, which I do. I get my star here, chain it at the thwomp, and I actually make a mistake here by going for the low trick instead of getting that box. So if that was a shroom, I could have perhaps taken that cut, but those ground shrooms made it far too risky anyway. The end of this race is pretty messy, so I'll just let it play out. If I was paying more attention here, I could have simply just taken Ultra. No one was even on it. Also, being in this situation here with nothing to gain, I have no reason to take this item here. It could be a TC, and I can't really pass it to anyone. So race 1 is LC, probably the simplest track in the game. And starting in a mid spot, I usually prefer to go for an item over a draft because you can't run this track without shrooms. It's pretty much impossible to 3-lap it. So, I pull a shroom here, which is what I need, but I do end up getting slammed to the wall in a couple seconds. So, yeah, right here, I noticed that last is quite far back, and the top spots are pretty jumbled together. So I hold my shroom to avoid bagging pressure from the people ahead of me, and chain it here in 11 for a box. Shock here is really nice because everyone thinks last has it, so I can just chain it here and instantly pick up a ground star. Teammate had a star though, which kind of sucked, but at least I'm able to golden up all the way into first, and nothing else happened this race. Third race, we're here on Mario Circuit, and I tried to run this track, which I would not recommend unless you're able to like golden up the first or something, because it is really easy to be running this track and get stuck in no man's land, which is what happened to me here, because of a few driving mistakes, like missing the first MT, getting sniped while going for the Shroomba, missing that Shroomba, and all these little things might have put me ahead of the guy that's in second right now, and or at least in a position where I can hit him out of that spot. And that's kind of what led to me getting redded there twice, and put in a shit spot with that guy trying to star me. No item, like this is panic mode. And this is why this track is sped up, because I didn't really think there was anything really worth going over. Yeah, on to the next race. Race 4, we're here on Sherbet land, and this track is notorious for overbagging, and I think it's because people really struggle to avoid backspin on the slippery texture of the road. Because you slide out of it, it makes it harder to react to people initially backing items like this person in first, and you really need to think 2 steps ahead for avoiding items here. In the cave, the terrain is normal, so you can drive a bit more aggressively, so I take this turn slightly wider than second to avoid his backspam, and then when I see him go wide for a box, I cut super tight to avoid a potential item first when I back to hit second. After this, I look back and notice third has triple reds, so I drive a bit tighter and then look back again to confirm my suspicions. Because I only have 1 red to protect myself from third's triple reds, I drive as fast as I can, ignoring anything first could backspam to get to the set as quickly as possible so I can have another defense item. Because fourth wasted one of his reds, I back one of mine to trade with him to make him more susceptible to hits in general. While doing this, I'm also staying in the slightly wider line to avoid backspin from first, which the guy behind me hits. And on straightaways, I look back very quickly and what looks like spanning my mirrors to actually see what's going on around behind me while still being able to react to any hazards up ahead. Right here, I see that second throws a red at first, so I have less items to worry about coming at me, while knowing that the guy in Omega is going to catch up significantly to me and the guy behind me. Although in real time, this goes by very fast. Running the penguin cycle in cave is important for avoiding items and is also very easy. While taking first turn, look out for a penguin on the right side of the pillar. If you see his back, that means you can take the upcoming turn safe and go in between the penguin and the column. For race 5, we're on TF, and this is one of my best tracks driving wise, so I usually play super aggressive here. Since this was my first lounge event in like 4 months, I kind of forgot the crate cycles and just took this ramp like I was TTing, which made me realign, so I lost a ton of time. If I took a better crate section, I would have been fast enough to dodge the POW in the air, and then dodge the blue. Could have had 14 more points if I knew how to avoid walls. Most times, people will land somewhere inside this circle, so placing an item right after you land there is a great way to hit people. I put this fib next to the banana to create a mini wall to make anyone behind me lose time. At this point, I look at the minimap and realize I need to bag. There hasn't been a shock yet, and the most common shock spot on this track is first set lap 3. Starring that guy was bad because it gives my partner and I worse items at first set.